I'll tell you a quick story, and then we'll go on. It happened at a church on a reservation, and we went home for Christmas one year, me, my kids, my husband. My mother and my grandparents all lived there on the res. It was Christmas. It was so cold. In South Dakota, they have blizzards. I mean, there's snow, and it was one of those blizzards. We went home. It was so cold. They said, well, come to the church. We're having services tonight, so you guys come over. We said, okay. What I didn't know, there were families that took gifts to this church. But it wasn't for anybody else but their own kids. But they would stand there and they would call their kids to come and get something. I walked in this church and I sat down. There was a long bench and there's the door right here. So when someone come in, you could just feel the snow and the cold air coming in. And I was standing there, I was sitting there listening to this man preach. Then these two boys came, little Indian boys, they came and they walked and they sat down here beside me over here. And the one boy, he kept looking around and he kept said, I told you, I already told you it was going to be like this. And that one little boy said, no, just wait. We're going to get something to you. They'll give us some candy. I can hear them talking. The services was over. The families got up there. They started giving their gifts and presents out to their kids. And I was looking around and I seen this boy, he started to cry because he knew it was over. The services was over, the toys was over, there was no candy. And the one boy looked over and he said, I told you. And he cried. And he walked out the door. And his brother walked behind him and they walked out in the dark. Because I got up and I couldn't hold it. And I walked outside because I thought, I wish I had something to give you. And I didn't have anything. I had enough gas money to get me back to Virginia, and that was it. So I stood there in the snow, and these little boys, they took off running in the dark. And they had some horses tied up to the pole out there. And you could hear them crying. And all you heard was them getting on a horse, and you just heard the horses take off in the dark in the snow. And that day, that Christmas, broke my heart. I started heading home the next day, and my husband, he looked up and he said, I said, do you know last night was so bad? I said, I wish I could do something. And my husband, he said, yeah, you can. You can if you really want to. He said, you're a dancer. You're a professional dancer. You compete all over the place. Make a use of it. Do something with it. He said, perform for those kids. Get those toys. Maybe next year it'll be different for them. Did you know I danced hard all that year? The whole dance troupe. We collected every single toy, basketballs, footballs, soccer balls, baseballs, flashlights. You know what? My son and brother-in-law, sister-in-law got together one year, collected $50 each from them. And I went to A&E store, and this guy sold me a bunch of army jackets for little guys. I almost bought the whole rack. I took the whole $150. I said, give me what you can, the whole thing, I don't care. That same year, somebody donated a whole big box of flashlights with batteries. So we went and done the toy drive that year. I mean, we looked like the hillbillies. I swear we did, because we did not have no fancy car. We had a truck. Toys were with tarps. My husband just somehow just took a big old tarp and wrapped all these toys, and we just took off. We had no idea how we were going to make it, but we just went. And that made a big difference, because these kids were like so happy. It's an experience that I share with everybody, because it's a moment that I probably will never forget. And it's a good moment, because these kids think of Christmas, and to me, I think that's the best day of every year. And we should, in this country or anywhere else, I think every child somehow should at least have a little something. And that's what this toy drive is. So I am grateful, I am thankful for everything, and I'm thankful for Dr. Yu for everything he has done for us. He has been with us from the beginning. This is not the end, I hope. I say when the end is when I quit dancing, my legs don't do it no more, I give up. I reckon that's when I'll hang it up. But I think the good Lord has blessed me in every way He can right now to do the best I can for them. So here we are again today, and we will do some performance. We will do our dance style. The first dance style you're going to see today is Carmelita Hi-Al. Carmelita's Lakota Sioux. She's from the Cheyenne River Sioux Reservation. She was raised here in Virginia all her life, and she is working hard to be a nurse. So we're proud of her, and she will do this dance style for you today. You will see her, how she's gliding, how she moves, her outfit, her moccasins, her feathers. Everything about Carmelita is exactly how she looks out there in Indian country. And to this day, it's important to see how you carry yourself out there, because there's people and there's judges in Indian country always watching you. We never know who they are, so we always try to do the best we can. Carmen will do a southern part. In Indian country today, we have two different songs. Y'all need to be proud of this. We have what we call Southern songs. Carmen was raised on Southern songs. And there's a big difference, because the dance style that we other ones do is Northern. Northern has got a different beat, different style. So you'll